Those of you who missed it, the monthly jobs report for April has been released, showing the U.S. lost 20.5 million jobs. This comes as residents and business owners are calling on their respective governors to reopen their economies as they face financial hardship. Here to discuss this further is financial advisor Dr. Michael Grayson. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's always a pleasure. Good morning.
First, I want to get your reaction to the latest monthly jobs report for April, showing a devastating loss for the U.S. economy. Are we past the worst of this pandemic with regard to how it's affecting the U.S. and its economy?
Well, I believe this phase of the pandemic, we are at the high point in terms of unemployment numbers. With the push to reopen, I'm sure it's going to ease those numbers rolling into May. So I think we are past the worst of it. Hopefully, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we won't see a resurgence of the virus once everything is opened back up, which would obviously impact the numbers again. But I'm pretty certain that we are past the worst of it.
Hopefully that's the case. Now, you've been credited as a man who's creating more millionaires than anyone else in the country. In addition, you're teaching businesses how to survive the coronavirus meltdown. So for small business owners who are watching, what advice do you give them during this difficult time?
Well, I know a lot of business owners are holding on, trying to access coronavirus funds from the SBA. So one of the nice provisions of the CARES Act allows businesses to work out and defer creditor payments. So right now, if you're negatively impacted by the coronavirus and you cannot meet your obligations, you should be contacting every single creditor, and they will either offer you a deferment from 3 to 12 months, or they'll offer you some type of modification or settlement. So that process will stop the bleeding, which is really the first thing you want to do. You want to stop the bleeding. After that, now you can manage to stay on until you receive more funds.
There are reports that the Paycheck Protection Program is running out of funding again and may not be replenished. What should small business owners do who may be panicking because they're still waiting to hear back regarding the status of their loan?
Well, one of the things that I'm encouraging all of our clients to work on now is building your personal credit and working on your business credit. I know that sounds counterintuitive in this environment, but again, all of your creditors are willing to work with you once the economy is opened back up and jobs start to roll back in. Right around June or July, the banks are going to start lending again, and at that point, you want to be in a position to access capital. So in the meantime, work on a plan, settle with your creditors, work out payment arrangements, focus on building your credit, and then that way you can make sure that you're accessing capital. You want to get to the money as soon as it starts rolling in.
Absolutely, and it seems like that's why a lot of residents and small business owners, they're asking their governors to reopen the economies, to get the economy rolling back in again. Yes. Financial advisor Dr. Michael Grayson, again, the CEO of Credit and Debt Management Institute. Thank you so much again for your time.
Always a pleasure. Input. You guys keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.